This video documents comprehensive 90-day time tracking experiment from January through March, where I tracked every single hour across 2,160 total hours using time tracking app to categorize activities into productive work, learning, health, relationships, entertainment, and waste, discovering shocking patterns about how time actually being spent versus perceived. Hook. For 90 days, I tracked every hour of my day like millionaires do. 2,160 hours. Every single one. What I found will change how you think about time forever. Opening with the realization that despite feeling busy constantly, having no clear understanding of where time actually going, creating time blindness, where days disappearing without meaningful progress, promising complete transparency, showing exact time breakdown hour by hour, revealing productivity patterns, comparison to how millionaires and high achievers spend time based on research and interviews with 20 wealthy individuals, surprising discoveries about time-wasting activities hiding in plain sight, and honest assessment of which changes being easy versus hard with realistic implementation strategies, teaching that time being ultimate non-renewable resource, where everyone getting same 24 hours, but usage determining life outcomes, creating time as wealth understanding. Comment prompt. Before watching, how many hours per day do you think you spend on your phone? Comment your guess, then check your screen time, and comment the truth. Acknowledging experiment methodology and context, we're tracking using Toggle app, recording every activity start/stop time throughout 16-hour waking day, sleeping 8 hours nightly being constant. Categorizing into 9 major categories, including deep work, focused productive work requiring concentration, shallow work, emails, admin, meetings, necessary but not high value, learning, reading, courses, podcasts, skill, development, health, exercise, meal prep, eating, medical, relationships, family time, friends, dating, social, maintenance, cleaning, shopping, errands, household, entertainment, TV, movies, social media, games, browsing, commute, driving, public transit, travel time, and waste, unclear activities, mindless scrolling, excessive transitions. Recording in real time, not retrospectively, using phone app, with start/stop, for each activity, creating accurate capture, not memory-based estimates. Conducting parallel research, interviewing 20 millionaires, net worth $2 million to $50 million, about their time usage patterns, using same 9 categories, enabling direct comparison. Acknowledging limitations, including self-reported data potentially changing behavior. Hawthorne effect. Tracking burden, creating 5 to 10 minutes daily overhead. Categorization requiring judgment calls about gray areas. And millionaire data being smaller sample, 20 versus my 90 days, but providing meaningful comparison points, creating honest methodological transparency, establishing credibility through rigor and honesty about imperfections. Comment prompt. Methodology. I tracked 2,160 hours. Would you do this for 90 days? Comment yes or no. The shocking time breakdown reveals reality, where total tracked hours, 1,440 hours, 16 hours times 90 days, excluding sleep, creating comprehensive waking hour accounting. Deep work totaling 288 hours, 20% of waking time, averaging 3.2 hours daily, with range being 0 to 7 hours, showing massive daily variability. Concentrated in mornings, 72% occurring before noon, demonstrating natural energy patterns, consisting of writing, strategic planning, creating content, complex problem-solving requiring uninterrupted focus, teaching that only 20% of waking hours being truly high value, creating 80-20 revelation, where most time not being peak productive. Shallow work totaling 360 hours, 25% of waking time, averaging 4 hours daily, representing largest category, including emails averaging 1.2 hours daily, meetings averaging 1.5 hours daily, administrative tasks averaging 0.8 hours daily, and coordination/communication averaging 0.5 hours daily, demonstrating that necessary but not valuable work. Consuming quarter of life, creating efficiency opportunity, where reducing even 20% from 4 to 3.2 hours daily, freeing 72 hours per quarter for deep work, representing dramatic leverage, learning totaling 126 hours, 8.75% of waking time, averaging 1.4 hours daily, including reading books 45 hours, podcasts/audiobooks 38 hours, online courses 28 hours, and skill practice 15 hours, showing intentional growth investment but below millionaire average, creating growth gap awareness. Health totaling 171 hours, 11.9% of waking time, averaging 1.9 hours daily, including exercise 81 hours, 0.9 hours daily average, meal preparation 54 hours, 0.6 hours daily, eating 27 hours, 0.3 hours daily, and medical/wellness 9 hours, demonstrating reasonable health prioritization, but identifying meal prep efficiency opportunity. Relationships totaling 198 hours, 13.75% of waking time, averaging 2.2 hours daily, including family time 108 hours, friends socializing 63 hours, dating/romantic 18 hours, and community/networking 9 hours, showing relationship investment but questioning quality versus quantity, where presence not equaling engagement. Maintenance totaling 117 hours, 8.1% of waking time, averaging 1.3 hours daily, including cleaning/organizing 45 hours, shopping/errands 36 hours, household tasks 27 hours, and personal care 9 hours, revealing necessary life overhead but identifying automation and efficiency opportunities. Entertainment totaling 144 hours, 10% of waking time, averaging 1.6 hours daily, including TV/streaming 72 hours, 0.8 hours daily, social media scrolling 45 hours, 0.5 hours daily, gaming 18 hours, and recreational browsing 9 hours, creating entertainment consumption awareness, where passive consumption dominating active creation. Commute totaling 72 hours, 5% of waking time, averaging 0.8 hours daily, mostly driving with some public transit, creating dead time awareness, where 72 hours per quarter being potentially convertible to learning through audiobooks, and waste totaling 144 hours, 10% of waking time, averaging 1.6 hours daily, including mindless phone checking 63 hours, 0.7 hours daily, excessive task switching/transitions 45 hours, 0.5 hours daily, unclear/forgotten activities 27 hours, 0.3 hours daily, and procrastination 9 hours, representing pure unintentional time loss, where 144 hours per quarter being 18 full workdays wasted, creating massive opportunity cost, revealing that 10% of life disappearing without awareness or benefit teaching. That waste not being intentional leisure, but rather unconscious leakage, creating distinction between chosen rest and mindless drift. Comment prompt: I wasted 144 hours in 90 days on mindless activities. That's 18 full days. How much do you waste? Guess in comments. The millionaire comparison reveals dramatic differences, where deep work. Millionaires averaging 5.8 hours daily, 36% of waking time, versus my 3.2 hours, 20%, representing 2.6 hour daily gap, or 234 hours per quarter difference, demonstrating that wealthy spending 80% more time on high-value focused work, creating primary wealth gap explanation, where more deep work directly correlating with higher earnings and wealth accumulation, shallow work. Millionaires averaging 2.4 hours daily, 15% of waking time versus my 4 hours, 25%, showing 1.6 hour daily advantage through ruthless delegation, automation, and elimination, creating efficiency gap, where they're protecting deep work by minimizing low-value work, learning. Millionaires averaging 2.1 hours daily, 13% of waking time, versus my 1.4 hours, 8.75%, representing 0.7 hour daily gap, or 63 hours, quarterly, demonstrating continuous learning commitment, where wealthy investing 50% more time in skill development and knowledge acquisition, creating compounding. Expertise advantage over career, health. Millionaires averaging 2.3 hours daily, 14% of waking time, versus my 1.9 hours, 11.9%, showing slight advantage, but emphasizing quality over quantity, where their health time, including personal trainers, meal delivery services, and preventive medical care, creating efficiency within category. Relationships. Millionaires averaging 2.8 hours daily, 17.5% of waking time, versus my 2.2 hours, 13.75%, demonstrating higher relationship investment, but with intentional quality focus, including dedicated family dinners, scheduled friend time, and strategic networking, creating relationship as investment, understanding where wealthy, protecting relationship time as priority. Maintenance. Millionaires averaging 0.4 hours daily, 2.5% of waking time, versus my 1.3 hours, 8.1%, revealing 0.9-hour daily gap through aggressive outsourcing, including housekeeping, meal prep services, grocery delivery, errands delegation, and virtual assistants, creating time. Leverage, were they buying back 81 hours quarterly through spending money, saving 70% of maintenance time, demonstrating money, buying time principle in action. Entertainment. Millionaires averaging 1.2 hours daily, 7.5% of waking time, versus my 1.6 hours, 10%, showing moderate reduction, but emphasizing intentional chosen entertainment versus mindless consumption, where they watching selected content, not infinite scrolling, creating quality over quantity entertainment. Commute. Millionaires